Right. I'm very sure that the Modi magic is following him all the way from Washington to Cairo now, as we are also expecting him to be greeted by the Indian Diaspora in Cairo, which, remember, is a small community, perhaps not as large in size as it is in the United States. But today, Prime Minister is expected to also interact with the Indian community there. Having said that, let's also listen into the kind of reactions that have poured in just in anticipation of the Indian Prime Minister's visit.
वैसे तो यहाँ पे इंडिया को बहुत लोग लव करते हैं, सब इंडियंस को बहुत ज़्यादा, हमें कभी फील नहीं होने देते कि हम किसी दूसरी कंट्री में हैं. बट यस, पीएम के आने के बाद एंड जो भी वेंचर्स हमारे होंगे नए, हमारे सीसी गए थे वहाँ पे, उनको भी बहुत हॉस्पिटैलिटी वार्मथ मिली जो हमारे पीएम को भी मिलेगी यहाँ पे. और आई थिंक बहुत ही अच्छा होने वाला है दोनों कंट्रीज़ के लिए, फॉर बिजनेस, फॉर एवरीथिंग. आई पर्सनली फील it's really a proud moment.
I think this is super special. This is the first visit of an Indian Prime Minister after 1997. So this becomes extra special. And I feel that this is like, we've been very lucky to have him during our stay here. So like excitement levels are like beyond explanation. We're just looking forward to seeing him and just having him here on soil for Egypt.
Today is a very, very proud moment for all of us. And I'm so glad that I've been here all these years and we're going to see our Prime Minister on this soil. For me, this country is as good as my own country because I've been here so long. And with Modi ji coming, it's like I'm having two countries together at one soil. So it's fantastic. And we are all very excited and happy that he's here.
All right, so if you go by the reactions that we've just played out for you, there's much excitement and euphoria gripping the Indian community over there in Egypt, in Cairo to be more specific. Let's quickly go back to Abhishek. Abhishek, while the community in the United States is larger, the Indian community in Egypt is perhaps not as large, but of course Prime Minister's outreach whenever he makes these visits to various nations is always keeping in mind the Indian diaspora as well. How significant has been the role of people-to-people ties in sort of strengthening the Egypt-India relationship, one that has meandered, as you were rightly mentioning, during the time of Prime Minister Nehru and President Nasser? It was a very strengthened bond, but somewhere in between, it lost its pace. How is the trajectory now looking forward?
So, Akansha, honestly speaking, these two countries, India and Egypt, they have been civilizational nations. So, very few countries in the world have a history of thousands of years where they were also connected. And if you go and deep down in the history, then we could see thousands of years back also there were navals, both the countries or people through water. There used to be substantial trade and people-to-people engagement. Cultural influences were there, religious influences were there, architectural and other soft power were very much appreciated and very much part of each other's civilization. But over the period of several, in the last centuries also, we have seen India and Egypt engaging. India has a special interest in Egypt because of its geopolitical location.
Right.
It kind of is a substantially large country that holds significance for West Africa. And if India has a very good relationship with Egypt, it opens the door for trade, commerce, and other purposes to the African nations also. Currently, Egypt is dealing with regional problems. That is the strife that is very much in Sudan, where a huge flux of refugees have come to Egypt, and Egypt would like to discuss that part also when Prime Minister Modi and Egyptian President will be discussing about the global and regional issues of security and the challenges that these two countries have.
I'm sure that both the leaders, whether it is President Abdel Fattah El-Sisi along with Prime Minister Narendra Modi, have a lot to gain from this relationship, something we will continue to discuss, Abhishek. In the meantime, let's play out more reactions as they are coming in.
देखिए, नरेंद्र मोदी जी एक वेरी टॉल एंड स्ट्रॉन्ग लीडर है. मैं यूनाइटेड नेशंस में काम करता हूँ एंड आई फील रियली प्राउड. अभी फॉर द लास्ट 10 years में इंडिया का जो ग्रोथ स्टोरी है, द वे द इंडियंस आर प्रोग्रेसिंग, आई मीन हम लोग उनका जो कंट्रीब्यूशन जो है इट्स वेरी वेरी गुड. एंड पहले ऐसा होता था कि एज एन इंडियन you know, maybe our passports are not very well recognized outside the country, but now for the last 7-8 years, you feel proud whenever you say you are Indian. I mean, definitely. And abhi dekhiye the way that India is growing, hamara jo economy, the way that we are expanding, and the level of support wherever Narendra Modi goes. I mean, abhi right now he is in United States. The way unka jo reception ho raha hai, that shows the largest and the biggest economy in the world. Narendra Modi ji ko itna grand welcome kar rahe hain. So it's a very big important thing for being an Indian, and hum log being an Indian community, we are very much excited to see him.
Oh, the excitement is in the air. I mean, we are all very thrilled, excited and honored to see him. Although the relationship between Egypt and India is very strong, but yes, of course, indeed it's gonna go stronger, and the image of India is becoming better and better throughout the world, and we hope that the treatment of Indians, treatment about Indians and with Indians of Egyptians will improve definitely.
बहुत ही गर्व की बात है हम लोगों के लिए. ऐसा लग रहा है कि ससुराल में रह रहे हैं और मायके से कोई आ रहा है, और वो फीलिंग हम बयान नहीं कर सकते, इतनी खुशी हो रही है. पीएम जी आ रहे हैं, इसका इम्पैक्ट तो काफ़ी बड़ा होगा ही हम सब लोगों पे, इजिप्शियंस पे, इंडियंस पे, और पहले से ही क्योंकि इतना अच्छा इम्पैक्ट है. यहाँ पर हिंदुस्तानियों की बहुत ज़्यादा इज्जत की जाती है, हमें रिस्पेक्ट दिया जाता है. इसके बाद आई एम श्योर ऑल भी बेनिफिट हम सबको मिलेंगे.